And you got about, what, 400 something thousand followers?
Yes.
Your page, it is not designed for long form content longer than a minute. I want you to increase your posting frequency. You're not posting enough. And the one thing that I want you to add is an image post, because photos are doing extremely well right now. We just had a coaching call like yesterday, and someone said, I'm actually making more money from my photos than my videos. If you do that, trust me, next month you will double your numbers easily. All right, Mike, for the people who don't know who you are, can you just tell us a little bit about the type of content you make, basically a little background on who you are?
So I'm Mike Diamond. I am the co-owner of Paranormal Warehouse, and pretty much we just feature spooky stuff, ghost pictures, videos, UFOs, Bigfoot, all that cool stuff. I started this in 2011 with my buddy Chris, who he also helps me with all this. So I'm just trying to grow and then make this a thing, you know?
And you got about, what, 400 something thousand followers?
Yes.
So a little bit of a background, you grew this Facebook page completely organic, right?
Yeah, this was like, I guess it was the Wild West back then, you know? Growth was crazy, and we always had the hope that, like, yo, they're gonna make a monetization program one day, and let's just keep doing this, you know? And then one day, they changed the algorithm, and just boom. Like, you could see the graph, and, you know, it then kind of became pay to play for the most part.
You're one of my clients inside of Facebook Creator Academy. And since you joined, you've been testing some ads for the page?
Yeah. It's been helping a lot, actually. We were getting around 3 cents a follow, which I think is pretty good. So that is helping the growth. And then implementing like the video strategies, I think everything is up like over 100%.
That's pretty good.
It's been a long thing, and it's nice to see that we're starting to move in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the main things that I've noticed with the page, the numbers are going up, but mainly you are in the content monetization program. So that means you're monetized for everything, which I did notice that you're not fully taking advantage of every single tool, which I'm going to help you fix in this call. And hopefully over the next 30 to 60 days, you can give me an update and say, hey, we just double everything, which is what I'm hoping we get from this call. So last question to you is, do you know your follower split in terms of percentages from tier 1, tier 2 and all that?
I think we're 48 point something, whatever, percent for the United States. And then I think it goes Philippines, Mexico, maybe India, I think. You know, I have the ads targeted for tier 1 spots. You know, hopefully those new follows that are coming in, they're, filling that role.
One of your videos gets a lot of views and you check the stats. Is it being pushed in tier 1 or is it mostly like everywhere?
Tier 1.
Okay, great. That's what we're looking for. So keep running those ads because that's going to help push your next few videos to more tier 1 and all that. That's exactly what we want. So great. Let's jump right into this. I made some notes. I spent some time going over your page. I took a look at pretty much all the screenshots and stuff you send me. So I did identify some patterns. The beauty about Facebook is that it's a little bit of luck, but at the same time, if you look at the data and you study, what's going on the page, you can pull that data and just make small improvements over time. So I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. So number one, Reels are your top performers, hands down. I saw a couple of them with over 100,000 views, some of them 200,000 views. So that's working well. However, there seems to be like two specific topics that are doing quite well for you. One is UFO type of content. The other one is creature type of content, which is, you had a Bigfoot video with, I think, over 100,000 views or something. But every single UFO video that I saw had above average views. That's a pattern. That tells you that compared to your regular, paranormal ghost stuff that you guys are posting, it seems like that is your topic. So you definitely need to double down on that. So what I mean by that is, I think you're posting, what, 5 times a day now?
Yeah, we're trying. We started recycling content, so we're trying to get a little bit more out there, which is great.
All right, so the first thing is you definitely need to double down on what's working. And what's working for you guys is the UFO and the creature stuff. Bigfoot, and it seems to be like the ghost stuff does okay, but not as well as the UFO stuff.
It's unfortunate because that is the majority of our content, But the good news is, there's a lot of UFO things happening now.
Actually, I thought about, because I went to your channel as well, and I wanted to see what do you guys post more in terms of the content. And I also spotted that was mostly the ghost stuff, which is not getting you as many views on Facebook as the UFO stuff. But we're going to fix that. I'm going to tell you how we're going to fix that. So top 2 topics that are getting you the most views, creature and UFO. So you need to definitely double down on that. So what I mean by double down is any content you might have for UFO and creature stuff, try to repurpose that first and just leave the ghost stuff. You can still repurpose that. I'm not saying stop repurposing those videos, but just make sure you do the UFO and the creature future stuff first. The second thing is you have some major drop off in terms of watch time and retention. And based on that screenshot you sent me with the top performing videos, it seems to be like your page, it is not designed for long form content longer than a minute, because the average watch time that I noticed was anywhere from like 5 to 10 seconds per video, which is really bad considering that you have a 1 minute 10-second video. So luckily you are in the content monetization program, so technically you should be able to monetize anything over 15 seconds on your page. So do not worry about posting a 1-minute video just because you want to make it different or longer than your Facebook reel. I would say I want you to experiment with 20 to 45 second videos for long form content. Here's the caveat on this. Here's what I want you to do. For your top performing content, like your UFO content, I want you to take that content, I want you to format it the same way, the same video in 2 formats, Facebook reel and long form content. Now, people always think that if you post the same video in 2 different formats, like you're breaking some sort of guideline or policy from Facebook. That's not gonna happen, because you are basically, as you know, inside of the academy, we teach you how to create a format for Instagram and a format for Facebook reel. So it's like 2 different videos. If you want, you can add 2 seconds for the CTA, the call to action at the end of the video for people to follow you. So you can just add an additional 1 or 2 seconds to make the video a little bit different from the Facebook reel. Your top performing video with over 200,000 views was a UFO video, and so that was like 22 seconds, I believe. So if you take that exact same video and you turn that into an Instagram video and you make it 24 seconds, it should do well for your Facebook page as a Instagram video.
Got it. So basically it's just the format of the video is what is the difference between reels and...
Yes, just the format.
Oh, I thought it had to be over a minute.
No, it doesn't have to be. It used to be that you needed a 3-minute video to be able to monetize the videos, but that's not the case anymore. Right now, Facebook is making it extremely easy to monetize pretty much anything you do. So definitely just repurpose the exact same video. If you want to be safe, you can add 1 second or 2 seconds to your long form content, like the Instagram video format, which could be like extending the call to action an additional second. That could be a simple thing that you can do. Any questions so far?
And then for the reels, do we put the little end cap for the reel as well?
Yeah, I would say it helps, because the thing is you are getting more views on reels. So I'm thinking that's going to help you increase your organic following, which it's okay to pay for ads, but if you can get the same amount of followers from organic, that's even better. So keep doing that. Definitely keep doing that. Now, the main thing that I want you to do is to focus on top performing content, but make sure you're repurposing the top performing content in those 2 formats. Do not post your UFO only for Facebook Reels because you know it's going to get more views. No, post it for both long form content, which Instagram. When I say long form, I'm just referring to Instagram, not like a minute plus, because your drop off points were horrible. Like you should not be getting a 5-second, especially because I saw you had hooks on your video. You had pretty much everything quite right. So 5 to 10 seconds average watch time on a 1-minute video, it's horrible. You should at least get, I would say, 21 seconds, maybe 30 seconds per video, but you're not getting that. So it seems like the type of audience that watches your video is not interested in watching a 1-minute video. They just want to watch a quick 30-second video and that's it. So definitely start experimenting with small, shorter videos for your Facebook page. Point number 3, I want you to increase your posting frequency. You're not posting enough. We're gonna do that in 2 specific ways. One is, are you using reposts?
Yeah, we just started like this week.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that because I couldn't find any reposts on your page. Typically, I'm able to spot if you're reposting videos, and I couldn't find. So if you can increase that to 2 reposts a day, and you want to go for 2 reposts that not just any videos, pretty much you want to go for top performing videos that are doing well for you. So increasing the two reposts a day on top of your regular schedule for the content you're already posting. And the one thing that I want you to add is an image post. That's what I want you to do. You are posting some photos and stuff. I notice it's just memes, but that's not really getting anything. That's not helping you do anything. So instead, in order for you to make more money, and I also want you to test this, I want you to use the photos as a way to generate more engagement and reach. And you're gonna pull the photos straight from your videos, from your top performing videos. So I'll give you a quick example. One of your top performing reels was talking about that Bigfoot video. I think it was referring to someone that created or maybe improved a video from Bigfoot and it looked really nice. That video did really well for you. If you take a screenshot, just a screenshot of that footage, like the actual Bigfoot, and you turn that into an image and you add a caption to that image, like on the image, and you can say something like, hey, we just got the clearest footage from Bigfoot. Do you think this is real or not? And you get people to comment. That's gonna help you, number one, make more money, because content monetization program will pay you for the photo, for the engagement and all that. Number two, it's gonna help a lot with reach, because photos are doing extremely well right now in terms of reach. Well, you've seen from the coaching calls, the people who are making, like we just had a coaching call like yesterday, and someone said, I'm actually making more money from my photos than my videos. So definitely double down on photos. And you don't have to, like I've noticed you're using some sort of memes and like AI photos and stuff. Like you don't need to recreate the wheel. Just take whatever it's working for the page, turn that into a photo, which could be like just taking a screenshot of the actual video and then adding a caption on that photo, and then just re-engaging your audience. Because if it did well as a Facebook reel, most likely it's going to do well as a Facebook photo, because that's a top performing content topic for you. So just do that. And every single photo you want to add, it's always going to have some sort of I'm going to say question, or perhaps try to engage your audience in a way that, you know, gets people guessing. Like if you post a UFO sighting, for example, like a photo, you put a circle on it, you put a little arrow, and you can say, hey, do you guys think this is real or not? And let the people fight it out in the comment section. That engagement is what's really gonna push that photo to be seen by a lot more people. Hey, very quickly here, if you are an experienced YouTuber or content creator who still is not making money from Facebook, or perhaps you're trying to scale your revenue on Facebook and you still haven't figured out exactly what you need to be doing on Facebook to repurpose your videos from other sources like TikTok or YouTube and make more money, then I wanna tell you about Facebook Creator Academy. This is a 3-month coaching program where basically I show you exactly what you need to do in order to take your content business to the next level. We'll show you how to repurpose your videos from YouTube or any other source to Facebook to make the most money that you can possibly make from Facebook. And if you're not monetized, we'll show you the path, the fastest path to get monetized on Facebook, get thousands of targeted followers who are gonna be engaged and watching your content on a daily basis. Best of all, you get access to an amazing community of high-level content creators and YouTubers. You can learn from them, ask questions, gain feedback, and you can jump on our coaching calls where you can ask questions live and ask me questions, and also learn from other content creators in the community. So if this is something that sounds interesting to you and you meet the qualifications as a content creator and you want to apply to Facebook Creator Academy, the link is going to be found in the description below. In less than 90 days, we'll show you exactly how to build a massive audience on Facebook, get hundreds of thousands of views from your videos, and how you can make the most money possible from your content on Facebook. Click the link in the description below for more information, and I hope to see you inside. Any questions so far?
For the photos, like how much text is too much text on a photo?
That's a great question. I would say maybe 5 words per. It has to be something that can be easily readable from a phone. So if you make it too long, people will not engage with the photo. Like you got to make it simple. Like that UFO photo, for example, you can just post little arrow and just say real or not, and just let people comment. And the Bigfoot, do you think this is real? Or something very short, just to ask the question and get people in the comment section to just engage. Which, by the way, you're already doing that in your videos. I've seen a couple of your videos. At the end of every single video, you're asking a question. You know, do you guys think this is real? Which is the same exact thing, but on top of a photo. That's it. That's the only difference. But you are doing it really well on your videos, which is a shame. Your video should be getting like hundreds of thousands of views from like the actual content, because it's really, really good. I wanted to ask you about, are you running ads for videos, or like, is it something else?
I was going to ask you a question about that. So I'm just continually doing the follower one.
Yeah.
So that one's like just chilling, doing his thing. But how big should the videos numbers be for me to be like, all right, I'm going to do an ad on this? Like, is it stand out large out of the norm that I should be doing? Or maybe something that's a little bit more like, you know, in the middle?
Which videos are you using right now for your ads?
This is a good example. So one of the ghost videos, it got more than usual views. Usually, I think they'd be getting like 400 or 500, which is breaking my heart. But this one got like 2,000-3,000. So I was like, all right, let me just run it, you know? I didn't know if that was too small of a margin, or I should be looking for like the true bangers that I'm going to put out there.
And how long have you been running that ad?
3 days.
What about the ones that, like your reels that did over 100,000 views? Have you tried those?
I have not. I should be doing them for reels as well.
Well, the beauty about Facebook ads for followers is that you can use any video. So you can use an image, a video, Facebook reel. So it doesn't really matter. As long as the video is performing well, that's going to give you data. So if it does well organically, it will do extremely well as a paid ad. That's just the rule. So when we launch a Facebook page, like every single Facebook page we launch, we typically just start posting 20, 25 videos, let the algorithm figure it out exactly what the audience wants. And then based on those, we'll just start testing ads based on those top performing videos. Because I don't want to test a bunch of ads not knowing if the video is going to do well or not. Like initially, when you don't have that many videos, yeah, you got to do it. But you have a lot of videos already, and you have a couple with over 200,000 views and 100,000 views. So those are the videos you should be using for running Facebook ads, because you're going to get a cheaper cost per follower, and most likely you're going to get better engaged followers that are going to be watching your other stuff. Now, you did mention you were getting a 3 cent per follower ad. So that's extremely good, but you can get an even cheaper one if you use image ads. So if you want to go from 40% to 60% audience tier 1, go for image ads and utilize those same images that you're going to be posting for the UFO and the Bigfoot and all that stuff, and just test it out at the same time with your videos. Do not spend the biggest question that I get is, Lester, should I be spending like $1,000 a month on this? No, should not. Just $5, test it, multiple little ads, let it run for like a couple of days, see the stats, and then based on that, just pick 1 or 2 and just let it run for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at maybe $5, $10 a day. That's it. That's all you need.
Good to hear, because like we've been on a whole journey with this, and everyone from what we've talked to, they're like, yo, you got to dump a lot of money, so it's nice to hear the opposite.
You don't need to spend a lot of money on this. You do need to figure it out what performs the best for your page and audience, and then take that and use that as an ad to get followers. Now, the main reason why you want to get those followers is not because of the metrics or getting from 400,000 to 600,000. It's just we want to increase the chances of the algorithm pushing your videos to more of a tier 1 audience. So that UFO video, that Bigfoot video, if it gets seen by 70% of people in tier 1, you will make more money. I guarantee you that. But if you get like 50% of the people from the Philippines or India or any other country, then you're gonna make less money just because there's less advertisers in those countries spending more money. So it's typically how it works. Just tier 1 audiences will pay more just because there's a lot of advertisers spending more money. It's not because of the countries that are bad. It's just there's more money in those countries being spent. That's it. That's the only reason. So that's why I'm saying, like, keep running those ads. You don't have to spend that much money, man. $5 a day, $10 a day, that's all you need. So yeah, additional notes that I made for you is I want you to double down on top performing content. So every single day, what I want you to do is to have either one UFO or creature post. That could be an image, reel, or video, but that's on top of your goal stuff and all the other stuff you're repurposing already. Because of course, we should not ignore that you have a massive audience of videos on YouTube that you're repurposing to Facebook. So we're not gonna stop doing that. We're simply adding top performing topics to your page so you can get the most views you can possibly get. So that means the UFO stuff. And if you don't have enough videos, which I noticed that most likely you don't have, I made a small note saying you should definitely include a link to your website. You have a section on your website for people to submit evidence. So I would probably include that in the comment section of every single UFO video. So if you have a video, hey, you guys have your own UFO videos you want to share with us, here's the link. In the comment section, not in the description, because that's going to limit the reach for that video. But in the comment section, if you do that, you might get an additional video that could go viral. Maybe, someone else submitted that video. But other than that, you guys have follow exactly what we teach in the academy and all that by increasing the posting frequency, running the ads. So it's just small tweaks that you have to make. Oh, one thing that I didn't ask you is, are you guys posting stories?
Yeah. We're doing stories.
How are you posting those stories?
It's, my buddy does that, and he basically just goes back and finds old stuff.
But in what way? Is it just sharing a video to stories, or is it?
I believe so, yeah.
Something that's been working really well. It's stories is a way to engage your existing followers. So instead of just sharing a video or a Facebook reel to your story, what you could do is just, number one, you can create an engaging question on your stories, because all the engagement you have on your stories, it's going to be money that's going to be added to your content monetization bundle. Let's say one of the photos that you guys make, if you make it into a Facebook story as well, and you ask your audience a question like, you guys believe this is real? And you have a photo of the UFO, and you get all those people replying to your stories, yes, no, liking it, whatever it is, all that engagement is what's going to make you the money. If you share your Facebook reel, or if you share a Facebook video, when people view those stories, they don't engage. They simply tap on the video, they go to the Facebook reel, and that means you're not generating engagement. So you're not getting paid for that engagement. Does that make sense?
I did not know that.
So basically, you want to create the engagement in the story. You want to get people to reply to your stories and all that stuff. And you can ask questions, like you can set up a poll, for example. You know, you can do something like, hey, vote down here if you believe this is real, and just let people vote. And you might get like dozens and dozens of people just voting on that. That's going to generate the engagement. That's going to make you more money. So text, posts, and stories, how you make money is by the engagement. It's not by how many people see it. It's just how many people are engaged with your photo, your text, and all of that. So definitely do that.
That is very helpful, actually.
So after all of this, any questions?
No, I mean, it's great. Like, I'm glad that I now know about the videos. They don't have to be a minute. I feel stupid for that one. No, this all makes sense, and get rocking and rolling on it, you know?
Let me help you clarify this. It's not like they don't have to be a minute. It's just based on the data that you provided me and the numbers that I'm seeing in terms of views, engagement, all that. It seems like your 1 minute videos don't do well for your page. So if they don't do well, we definitely have to test something else. So we're gonna, it seems like your sweet spot is anywhere from 20 to 45 seconds, and anything over 15 seconds you can make money from on Facebook. So it's not like you're tied to 1 minute. The only thing you really have to make sure is that whenever you're editing a video, you edit those top performing videos for 2 different formats, which is the Facebook reel and the actual Instagram video, and just follow the same framework, the hooks, viral components, the call to action, all of that. If you do that, trust me, next month you will double your numbers easily. All right, so any questions about anything else that we haven't talked about?
No, I think this is great. I really don't have anything else.
All right, so yeah, man, keep me updated. Let me know how it goes. And number one, make sure you start implementing this right away, because you have a lot of followers. There's no reason why you shouldn't be getting like at least 10, 15, 20,000 views per video.
You know what? I do have a question. With this high number with such a low, like everyone's like, oh, it's a dead page or whatever. So by doing this, like hopefully it'll resurrect.
Yeah, and the thing is, remember this, those views you're getting right now are people that are not following your page. Like if you go inside of your Facebook page, you will see that the followers, the percentage of people who watch your videos coming from followers is gonna be like maybe 5% or less. So it's gonna be, you're trying to reach new audiences. Now, if you wanna re-engage the existing audiences, go inside Facebook Creator Academy. We have the viral formula. Grab your top performing video and push it only to your followers, not to random people or lookalike audiences like we teach you how to do, only to your followers. So if you do that, I've done that multiple times with other dead Facebook pages. And so what happens is people who follow you from 6 months ago who haven't watched a video from you, they start seeing 1 or 2 or 3 videos, and then they leave a comment, they leave a like, coming from the ads, and then Facebook will start recommending again your future videos to those followers. So your percentage of followers watching your content will definitely increase over time if you just do that. But that is a separate budget to running follower ads. So if you do that with the viral formula that we teach you, which is the custom audiences and all that, and you only target your followers, you will reawake all of those people once again to start interacting with your page, which is normal.
All right, that's awesome.
All right, brother, keep me updated. I'm glad you jumped on this call because I wanted to cover as much as I could to give you actual feedback and information on your page. And I think you'll be fine. You'll be able to kill this. And if you've seen the potential of people making a lot of money on Facebook.
I know, people are doing amazing.
People making 20, 30, 50,000 a month.
Forget his name. He was on the call. He's new to the group.
Yep.
And I was sitting in the car like, damn.
I think he got like 140 million views or something like that, which is just nuts. You'll get there. Trust me. It's a matter of just looking at the data, implementing the plan, and just keep us updated on how you do, okay?
All right, I will do, man. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.